So I'm going to tell you all a little story with the camera on Mrs. Carnes and where we've stopped at here. So for years we've came over here to the Bankers Conventions in Branson, and every time we drive down Highway 60, there's a sign that says the childhood home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. And Mrs. Carnes says, oh, I want to stop. And every year I say, oh, missed the exit. But today, what's happening?
We're going.
We're finally going to get to go. Why do you want to do this?
I wanted to stop here because I've read every book and I've read all about her life, and she's always been, a part of my life. I guess we grew up watching Little House on the Prairie when
Right.
It was really popular on TV and everything, and so I don't know, just feel that connection. Want to come here and see it in real life, see what it's all about.
Well, let's go check it out.
Yeah. The Rosalind Carter Butterfly Trail. So probably get a few monarchs through here.
About an hour north of Branson lies the small town of Mansfield, Missouri. This is where Laura Ingalls Wilder and her family settled at Rocky Rodge Farm, and this is where she wrote all 9 books in the famous Little House series. Today, there is a visitor center, museum, and the 2 homes she helped build and lived in with Almanzo and their daughter Rose that are open and can be toured. The visitor center and museum contain many artifacts from Laura's life, including family photographs, Pa's old fiddle, original manuscripts, and so many items that I recognize from the books. It was such a neat experience, especially if you're a fan of the Little House series like I am.
She twisted that hay when they got stuck out on the prairie. They had no wood, so she had to do these hay twists that kept her and the baby alive. Crazy quilt. Got a couple of those. It's one of my favorite books. Oh, and look, there's Pa's fiddle. Aww. So this is a display of the man that illustrated the Little House on the Prairie book.
Garth Williams.
I have that book illustrated by him. I think I have all of these actually. These covers are familiar.
He also illustrated Charlotte's Web, which was another.
And Stuart Little. Yeah. That's some famous authors. E.B. White, Laura Ingalls Wilder. Look at those little books. Cute.
That looks like a very nice, cool quilt.
You like a good quilt.
A good, cool quilt.
There's the television family that we all got to know.
We are now off to visit the Rock House. Laura and Almanzo's daughter Rose had the Rock House built for her parents in 1928. It was in the Rock House at 65 years of age that Laura wrote the first 4 Little House books. The plans for the Rock House were ordered from Sears. Rose spared no expense, and this house had electric lights and a private phone line. Today, the house has been fully restored, and in it, you see original furnishings and lights all the way down to the dining room chandelier, which they found stashed away in the attic.
I somewhat feel like I'm in my old house. We lived in a house like this growing up with the little teeny rooms and the little closets. It's cute, isn't it? Cute little house. It's very nice of her to build that for her mom and dad.
I adored the Little House books growing up, and this visit is a bucket list item for sure. Being in the houses where Laura and Almanzo lived and worked, well, finding the right words to explain this is hard. This farmhouse, built by Laura and Almanzo, shows the grit and determination of this pioneer couple. I was so amazed by the creativity and the attention to detail. I loved being able to see so many personal items. The whole house was so charming, from the tiny ladder for Rose to go to her room, Laura's writing desk and her kitchen with its low counters and beautiful dishes. Well, I just loved it all. I'm so grateful to be able to have this experience.
I guess that's their real mailbox here. Apple orchards over there. We have a chicken coop.
I would guess that most people who spent their childhood in the United States have encountered Laura Ingalls Wilder in some way, either through her 8 children's books that have now sold over 60 million copies, or through the beloved TV series. For me, the Little House books were the literary mac and cheese of my childhood, pure comfort reading. That's why today's adventure was so very special to me.
Your penmanship is spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This adventure has caused us to work up an appetite, so we headed back to Mansfield where we had lunch at the Wingo Cafe. It was very busy in the Wingo Cafe, and our lunch and our ice cream were very good. So that's a little cafe here in Mansfield that we just ate at. It's kind of cute little town, little park. The town of Mansfield has several tributes to Laura, including a statue and a mural. Laura and Almanzo are also buried here, and their graves are easy to find. Thank you so much for joining us on this Little House adventure. Join us next week for another new and exciting journey. We know that we are living the good life, and we hope that you are too. Cheers!